guys will never believe what happened with this car. Well, as you can tell, this car is completely tore apart. So, update on this thing. Got this off. Took this off. Got her painted. Looking good. You can still see a little shade of the Bondo that I've got in it. But if you look at it compared to what it was before I started this, it had a huge dent right here. This was mangled. So we got that fixed. And all that's on this is epoxy primer. That's it. I'm trying to seal this car up to keep it from rusting. Alright, now we got this fender. Can't do nothing with it. All I can do is just Bondo it. Don't have another fender. This hood, I got another hood. I got another fender over there because that fender is junk. After I took these chrome things off, this isn't actually too bad. We got a little bit of rust here. I've sprayed it with rust converter. And yeah, that's about it. So, took these windows out, all this stuff out, and I did get these windows out without breaking these screws off. Amazingly. Got it down to bare metal. Most of it. Got all this off, all the seals off. I'm going to order me a seal kit. $270 for a seal kit. But we're going to have it. Got this one off. A little rust here, as you can tell. This one's not as bad as the other one. Doesn't have a hole in it. Trying to clean this off. Just now started on that. This is the fender. I got a new one. Got the bumpers off. Yeah, it's going. But let me tell you, I hate doing Bondo. If anybody that really knows how to do Bondo, you know, point out to me in the comments what I'm doing wrong. Because, man, I have sanded and put Bondo on and sanded again and put Bondo on and sanded again. But see, this car, it seems like it has a million dents in it. I mean, a million. Look at this. Like this crap, that's why I got a new fender. This hood is just trash. You know? But it's like everywhere you look is little bitty dents everywhere. And I've tried to fix them. You know, this here had a huge hole in it. I mean, it was gone. So this is Bondo glass. So let me show you the actual panels that I've got repaired. Got these door panels repaired. I mean, you can still see this. In the comments, please tell me, is that going to come out? I mean, it's really smooth and sanded good, but you can still see... You can still see the lines. But I think it's just because that stuff soaks that paint up and the metal don't. Let's see, I've got this painted. Got the doors painted. But anyway, so we're progressing. I know it looks like the car is just completely tore apart and I'll never get it back together. But we're going to get it back together. We're going to get this fixed and done. So what I got here, I've been doing, is this. I mean, as you can see, this thing's brand new. Never been used. So this little green and white bottle here, you know, I may have dabbed a little bit of this on the rust particulates. And hopefully what's going to happen is it's going to turn it all black. You can see it's already turned a little bit of it black. So that's the poor man's rust fix. See it turn that black too. Already working. Sweet. So a couple months ago I found this old car out in Oklahoma. I paid I think it was $600 or $700 for it. I can't even remember now. $600 or $700, something like that. But we got parts. Now this does not work on mine because these are a different deal. I seen one guy talking about these G's. He said everything from the windshield forward will work. Everything else won't. The doors are too long. These are the different size. Now I think I could possibly use those. Probably. Most likely. So I needed this. Mine is completely destroyed. but I can use that. That will go on there. We got Z symbols. I think I've got all of mine, but who knows. We got original headlights. We got a hood that's not beat. And we got another windshield just in case. Also another transmission, an entirely new engine. Also we got a rubber boot that I did not have because mine is completely gone, and the exhaust comes right up in there, right up in your snout. Gives you a nice contact high while you're driving. Not recommended. Another steering wheel, some more gauges, more pieces down there, and an entirely new engine. You guys will never believe what happened with this car. So I was driving it back home from Oklahoma. The main reason that I went to get this was this hood. And guess what? When I pulled it backwards. I mean, I had to put it on the trailer backwards. So I was pulling it back home on the interstate, right? I pull over, and all of a sudden I notice this hood has come up and has bent all the way down where it's facing like this. And it messed up these and all that, but luckily the hood was still okay. But I was so aggravated because that's the only reason I went to get this car, and then I almost lost it. Thank God I didn't. So we got another radiator. My radiator has a hole in it. Another throttle body. My throttle body is completely busted off, like the whole corner of it is gone. Got a whole new distributor ignition. New brake booster, which I really don't need. A new, look at that. Those things are insanely hard to find. Got all new, these things, which mine are horrible. Mine are like rusted and crusted over. It's even got the air conditioner, looks like, intact. I mean, that looks like the, yeah. I think that's the air conditioner. Yeah, there's the air conditioner over there. Man, I might be able to get the air conditioner working in that thing. Wouldn't that be amazing? I wonder if that's got a 4-speed or a 5-speed in it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, it's just 4-speed. That's alright. That's what we got in ours. Hey, this door panel is actually quite a bit better than mine. We almost have it prepped for painting. And once we get it prepped, then we're gonna paint. Ain't that right, Grant?
No.
It's not right.
Yeah, that's right.
It is right?
Yeah!
That sounds great, doesn't it, Julie?
Yes, it does.
Look at that. Plastic everywhere. Man,
everywhere. It's so
the inside
sticky.
of this is so clean.
It's sticky.
Makes me want to eat a steak in there.
It smells bad though. It would very much taste bad too.
You think so?
Yes, I think it smells good.
Ah!
If we get this whole
Alright, so we will come back.
It exploded.
No, we will come back when we are painting. Shocker. As you can tell, we have got it epoxy primered. And I don't know if you remember how bad that fender looked, but it was horrible. We're fixing to put some 2K primer on it. Looks not too bad for just having epoxy on it. Got all of that fixed. All that's fixed. You remember the huge hole right here? That's all fixed. That looks good. We got this fender off. Haven't put the new fender on it yet. But yeah, we're fixing to put some 2K on it. Well, we hope that this is going to look good. By the grace of God, it will. Because this has been a nightmare. This car was like Rust City trash. So hopefully it's going to be a pretty decent going to town rig after we get this all done. So let's get started on the 2K primer. Looks nice. And we're back. So check that out. I think it looks pretty decent. I think it looks pretty decent. So that's the 2K primer already on there. So I had some problems with the gun, and it was making it like sandpaper when I sprayed it on there. It was horrible. And so it turns out that you don't use your filter inside the gun. You don't use the filter inside the gun with 2K primer because it's too thick to go through the filter and it'll glom up. And I was reading on this forum, and most people was like, we don't even use our filters in any paint, but definitely not 2K. So that's what I went with. I am hoping that this will be really good. It's a dang sight better than it was, I know that much. Yeah, we're making progress. Ah! We got the old hood in here. Sprayed it. We got a couple of runs right there. Runs there. And then on the underside, I got a run right there. On the car, I think I have like 1 or 2 runs on the car. I got a run down here that you can't see right now, but then I got a run right there. So once that dries, I'll be sanding that a little bit. Hopefully it'll just come out and be all right. But we shall see. We shall see. So we're going to paint some racing stripes on this. So I was reading online, it said that you need to paint your racing stripes first. Because if you paint your paint and then put your racing stripes over the paint, you're going to have a groove where the paint's not going to be level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this hood on here and I'm going to back this car out. And then I'm going to have to go and get the doors and all that and the back hatch and finish those. I need to get all those 2K primered and finished up with that. And then I'm going to put them all on the car, sand the whole car down, get it smooth with 320 grit sandpaper, and tack cloth it all down. And then we're going to put the design on it of the racing stripes that we're going to do. So that's going to take a while. We're going to mark those off with some tape and get those ready to paint. And then once our silver gets in, it won't be in until Friday. And then we're going to paint our racing stripes. That's it.